Okay, let us move ahead with the topic time, speed, and distance, and the next topic is boats and streams. See, let's say there is a stream and a boat. If x is the speed of the boat in the still water, and if y is the speed of the stream, and the speed of the boat increases if the boat is traveling in the direction of the stream, right? So that would be downward speed. So downward speed of boat, let's write as d, will be equal to speed of the boat in still water plus speed of the stream. What is x? X is speed of the boat in still water. And what is y? Y is speed of the stream. Now we have downward speed as x plus y. And what if the boat is traveling in the opposite direction? Then the speed of the boat will be minus of the speed of the stream. So upward speed of boat will be what? Let's denote it as u. That will be x minus y. So obviously the speed of the boat has to be more, so that boat moves forward. Otherwise boat will be traveling in the reverse direction. So considering the speed of the boat is more, it will be x minus y. Now let's say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Using them, let's add 1 and 2. Then what do we get? If we add 1 and 2, d plus u is equal to x plus y plus x minus y. X plus y minus plus x minus y. So plus y minus y gets cancelled. So we'll get 2x. That means x is equal to d plus u by 2. That means we can find the speed of the boat in still water if we know the downward speed of the boat and upward speed of the boat, right? Similarly, if we minus 1 minus 2, if we do equation 1 minus 2, then we get d minus u is equal to x plus y minus x minus y. X minus y, which is equal to x plus y minus into x is minus x, minus into minus is plus y. So here x and minus x gets cancelled and we will get 2y. That means y is equal to d minus u by 2. So now if we know upward speed of boat and downward speed of boat, we can find both speed of the boat in still water as well as speed of the stream. Alright? Okay, we have a question here. A boat is rowed down a river 28 kilometers in 4 hours and up a river 12 kilometers in 6 hours. Find the speed of the boat and the river. Okay, speed of the boat and the river. First we have speed of the river, boat down, okay, we have d, speed of the boat rowed down the river is 28 km in 4 hours. D is equal to 28 km by 4 hours, which is equal to 4 ones are 4 8s are. So 8 km per hour is the downward speed, and upward speed is what? Upward speed is 12 kilometer in 6 hours. 12 kilometer in 6 hours. 2 kilometer per hour. Now we have d and u. What we need to find is x and y. The formula for speed of the boat in still water is equal to d plus u by 2, which is equal to 8 plus 2 by 2 is equal to 5 kilometer per hour. And y, the speed of the boat, speed of the river is y is equal to d minus u by 2, which is equal to 8 minus 2 by 2, which is 3 kilometer per hour. Alright? Okay, we have a question. A boat is rowed down a river 28 kilometers in 4 hours and up the river 12 kilometers in 6 hours. Find the speed of the boat and the river. Speed of the boat in down the river is downward speed, which is equal to 28 kilometers in 4 hours. That means 4 ones are 4 sevens are 7 kilometer per hour, and speed of the boat up the river is 12 kilometers in 6 hours. Is equal to 6 ones are 6 twos are 2 kilometer per hour. Now what we need to find? We need to find the speed of the boat and the river. The speed of the boat is x is equal to d plus u by 2, which is 7 plus 2 by 2 is equal to 9 by 2 is 4.5 kilometers. Similarly, we have the formula for y. Y is speed of the river is equal to d minus u by 2, which is equal to 7 minus 2 by 2, which is 5 by 2 is 2.5 kilometer. Right? Okay, we have a question here. P, Q and R are 3 towns on a river which flows uniformly. Q is equidistant from P and R. I row from P to Q and come back in 10 hours, and I can row from P to R in 4 hours. Compare the speed of my boat in still water with that of river. See what they are saying is, these 3 towns, 1, 2, 3 on a river side. This is P, this is Q, and this is R. And I am able to, and Q is equidistant from P and R, so the distance between this is D, and distance between this is also D. Now it is said that I can go from here to here and come back in 10 hours. At the same time, it is also told that I can row from here to here in 4 hours. Okay. Now compare the speed of my boat in still water with that of river. That means we need to compare the speed of the boat in still water, which is x, with the speed of the river, x by y. So we need to find x by y is equal to what? The options are 4:3, 5:3, 6:5 and 7:3. So let's see here, if these are in equal distance, so if I am able to travel from P to R in 4 hours, that means I can travel from P to Q in 2 hours. That means I took 2 hours to travel from here to and while returning I might have taken 8 hours. This is 8 hours and this is 2 hours, correct? Because if I am taking 4 hours to reach here, Q is in middle of both. It's in equidistance between P and R is given, right? So if I am taking 4 hours to reach here, that means I would have taken 2 hours to reach Q, and while coming I would have taken 8 hours. That's why total is 10 hours. Correct. Now I have time taken to go from P to Q. What is time? Time is equal to distance by speed, right? Time is equal to distance by speed. So what is the distance traveled? Let's say it is d. I am talking about this 2 hours. So 2 is equal to distance traveled is d, and what is the speed? Speed is x plus y, because it's onward, right? So x plus y. Next while returning, we took 8 hours, which is equal to, that time also the distance is d, but it is x minus y, correct? Now we need to find the ratio between x and y. So how do we simplify? Let's take this equation. This shows 2x plus 2y is equal to d, and 8x minus 8y is equal to d. Can we simplify further? Okay, that means, let's say these two are equal, then what we have is okay, let's negate one of them. Let's see if we get right answer here. Okay, let's multiply the first one with 4, so we can negate one of them. But will that solve the purpose? Okay, now we have 2 hours is the time taken to travel from P to Q, and 8 hours is the time taken to travel from Q to P. Now what is speed? Speed is equal to distance traveled by time taken, right? Distance by time. So let's say what is downward speed? Downward speed is equal to the distance traveled is d by time taken is 2 hours. What is upward speed? Upward speed is equal to the same distance traveled divided by time taken is 8. Now what we need to find? X by y, right? So what is the formula for x? X is equal to d plus u by 2, which is d by 2 plus d by 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 8d plus 2d is 10d divided by 16 whole divided by 2, which is equal to 10d by 32. This is x. This is x. Now similarly, let's find y. Y is equal to d minus u by 2, which is equal to d by 2 minus d by 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 8d minus 2d is 6d. 6d by 8 into 2 is 16 divided by 2, which is equal to 6d by 32. Now we need to find the ratio of x by y, which is equal to, what is x? This is y, right? X is 10d by 32 and y is 6d by 32. Both the denominators get cancelled and both the numerators will remain. D gets cancelled. 2 3s are 2 5s are is equal to 5 by 3 and 5 by 3 is the right answer. We have a question here. A man can row 6 km per hour in still water. When the river is running at 1.2 km per hour, it takes him 1 hour to row to a place and come back. How far is the place? See, now we know a man can row 6 km per hour. This will be the x, and when the river is running at 1.2 km per hour, this is y. We have x and y. What we need to find? We need to find the distance. See, he travels from one place to other. He goes to that place and comes back in 1 hour. 1 hour, and we need to find the distance. So the speed will differ. While going, the speed will be x plus y. While returning, it will be x minus y. Right? Let's see. The time taken is 1 hour. Time is equal to distance by speed, right? While go onward distance is d. Let's assume it's d. Then the speed is what? X plus y. X plus y is x plus y. And while returning, you will travel same distance, but that speed will be x minus y. Correct? Now we have x is 6 km per hour and y is equal to 1.2 km per hour. So is equal to d by 6 plus 1.2 plus d by 6 minus 1.2, which is equal to d by 7.2 plus d by 4.8, right? Okay, is equal to 1. Let's simplify this. What happens if we cross multiply this? Then we'll have 4.8d plus 7.2d divided by 7.2 into 4.8 is equal to 1, right? So that means what? That means, let's take d out. 4.d, if you take common out, we have 4.8 plus 7.2 is equal to, I'll take this to the numerator there, is equal to 7.2 into 4.8. That means now I can take this to the denominator. D is equal to 7.2 into 4.8 divided by 4.8 plus 7.2 is 12. Right? Now, for the purpose of simplification, I remove these two dots. While removing one dot, I have to add 1 0 here. While removing other dot, I will add another 0. For simplification of our purpose, 12 ones are 12, 4s are. So 72 into 4 is what? 72 into 4 is 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8, 4 7s are 28. And now, because of these two zeros, I will add point after 2 digits. This will be kilometers. So 2.88, yeah, we have option B as 2.8. We have SSC question here. A man takes twice as long as to row a distance against the stream as to row the same distance in favor of the stream. In favor of the stream means downward stream. The ratio of the speed of the boat in still water, which is x, and the stream is. We need to find the ratio of x by y. Okay. What we know here? He takes twice as long as to row the distance against the stream. That means upward he takes more time. Upward, to travel the distance d, he takes twice that of what time he takes to row downward. Downward he would take d by t. Right? Now, what is x? X is equal to d plus u by 2, which is d by t plus d by 2t divided by 2. Correct? And what is y? Y is equal to d minus u by 2, which is d by t minus d by 2t divided by 2. This can be written as 2t, okay, 2td and td. Let me take it as 2 dt plus dt is 3 dt divided by t into 2t is 2t square, and this 2 also gets multiplied, so 4t square. And here y, so almost same, only difference is 2t minus t is 1 dt divided by, this is same like 2t square plus, so 2t square into 2 is 4t square. This is x and this is y. When we divide x by y, all the terms gets cancelled, and only 3 will remain here and 1 here. So we have 3 by 1. 3 by 1 is the right answer. Okay, we have a bank PO question. A boat covers a certain distance downstream in 1 hour while it comes back in 1.5 hours. The speed of the stream is 3 km per hour. What is the speed of the boat in still water? Okay. See, says it travels certain distance d in 1 hour. So the downward stream speed is equal to distance by time. Time is given as 1 hour. Correct? Downward says will go in 1 hour. So the downward speed is distance traveled d in 1 hour. Okay. What is upward speed? Upward speed, the same distance is traveled in 1.5 hour, which is 3 by 2. So 2d by 3. So now we have the value of d and u. Now what is given? If the speed of the stream is 3 kilometers, what is speed of the stream? Speed of the stream is equal to y, which is equal to d minus u by 2. And if this is 3, what is d? D is d, and minus u is 2 by 3d divided by 2. That means I take this 2 here. 6 is equal to d minus 2 by 3d is 1 by 3d. That means d is equal to 18. Now we got to know the distance between those 2 points from where the boat was traveling. So it is 18 kilometers. Now what we need to find is the speed of the boat in still water. What is the speed of the boat in still water? Is x. X is equal to d plus u by 2. What is d? Capital D is this d plus u is 2 by 3 d divided by 2, and we know the value of d. We'll substitute it later. So d plus 2 by 3d is 3d plus 2 5d. 5d divided by 3, that 3 gets multiplied here. So 6. And let's substitute the value of d 18 here. It's equal to 5 into 18 by 6. 6 ones are 6 threes are. So 5 into 3 is 15, which is 15 kilometer per hour is the speed of the boat in still water. Option 3, option C is correct. Okay, we have a question here. A boat can travel 55 km downstream in 66 minutes. The ratio of the speed of the boat in still water to the speed of the stream is 4:1. How much time will the boat take to cover 72 kilometers upstream? See, the time given is 66 minutes for what? The formula for time is distance by speed by speed, right? So we have 66 minutes. 66 minutes I will write as 66 by 60 is equal to, a boat can travel 55 kilometers. So distance is 55 kilometers divided by speed is downward speed is, we take it as d, okay, or let's take this x plus y. Let's take this x plus y, and what else we have? The ratio of the speed of the boat in still water to the ratio of the speed of the stream is 4:1. That means x by y is equal to 4:1. Okay, so this I can write is a 10 by 11 by 10. Okay, so simplies 11. Okay, 11 I can simplify here also. 11 ones are 11 fives are, right? So 5 into 10, x plus y is equal to 50, right? Here x minus 4y, or we can write x is equal to 4y, right? This can also be written as x minus 4y is equal to 0. So let's solve this. So let's say we minus this from this, so we get 5y, because x is its answer. 5y is equal to 50, which means y is equal to 10. So if y is equal to 10, then x should be 40, correct? Because the ratio is 1:4. If y is equal to 10, then x is equal to 40. Now what do we need to find? We need to find how much time will the boat take to cover 72 km upstream. So time is equal to distance by speed. So what is the distance we need to cover? 72 kilometers. And what is the speed? Speed downstream, upstream, right? So x minus y is equal to 72 divided by x is 40. 40 minus 10 is 30. Is equal to 30. 2s are 60. 2 hours, and remaining is 12, right? So 12 divided by 30. 12 divided by 30, or can we write this as, how can we write this? This is equal to 12 by 30, we write it as, so it will be 2 by 6, 2 is a 6 5 2 by 5. 2 by 5 half an hour is 24 minutes. 2 hour 24 minutes. Okay, here is a question. Amit can swim at 20 km per hour in still water. The river flows at 8 km per hour, and it takes 8 hours more upstream than downstream for the same distance. How far is the place? See, here we have the river flows at 8 km per hour, that means y, and he can swim 20 km per hour in still water, that is x. So we have x is equal to 20 km per hour, and y is equal to 8 km per hour. And what else we know? It takes 8 or more upstream than downstream. That means the difference between the upstream, the time taken upstream, the difference, see, the time taken, the difference is 8 between the time taken to travel the distance upstream to distance traveled downstream, correct? That's what it says. It takes 8 hours more to travel upstream than downstream. So this is the time taken to distance by speed is the time, right? Distance, this is the time taken to travel upstream minus this is the time taken to travel downstream. So what is upstream speed? X plus y, sorry, x minus y is d by 20 minus 8 is 12 minus d by downstream is 20 plus 8, 28. Correct? Okay, now this is 28d minus 12 is 16d by 12 into 28. So we have, I'll write this 8 here. 8. So 8 ones are 8 twos are 2 ones are 2 six are. So d is equal to 6 into 28. 6 into 28, which is 168. Option A is correct. Okay, next question is, a boat takes 96 minutes less to travel to 72 km downstream than to travel the same distance upstream. If the speed of the stream is 8 km per hour, then speed of the boat in still water is 32, 20, 36, 28. Okay, we have speed of the stream is 8 kilometers, so that means we have y is equal to 8 km per hour. What else we have? We got distance d is 72 kilometers. Distance d is equal to 72 kilometers. And now it says a boat takes 96 minutes less. That means the difference between the time taken to travel upstream and the downstream is 96 minutes. So this 96 minutes I can write as 96 by 60 is the difference between upstream speed and downstream, the time taken to travel upstream minus the time taken to travel downstream. So the distance d by upstream minus d by downstream, which is equal to d is 72 and upstream speed is x plus y, which is x plus y is 8, x minus y is upstream, right? Upstream is x minus 8 minus, again d is 72 divided by downstream is x plus 8. Let's simplify this. Let's simplify this. Let's simplify first. 6 ones are 6, 6 6 are 10. Further simplify this as 8 by 5. Okay, 8 by 5 is equal to 8 by 5 is equal to, so 8 by 5 is equal to this cross multiply 72x plus 72 into 8 minus 72x minus into minus is plus 72 into 8 divided by a plus b into a minus b, x square minus 8 square. Right? Now here 72x and minus 72x cancel. So we have 2 times 72 into 8. So let's write that as is. And let's take this to the left hand side. So we have, let me write here, left hand side, if we take to the left hand side, x square minus 8 square is equal to, let's take this to the right hand side. So it will be, instead of 8 by 5, it will be 5 by 8. So it is 5 by 8 into, the numerator we have 72 into 8 twice. So I will write 2 times 72 into 8 this 8 gets cancelled here, and we have 10 into 72, 720. Correct? 720. Now 8 square is 64. Let us then x square will be this minus this plus 64. Sorry, plus 64. So it will become 784. So x square is equal to 784. So what's square root of 784? Let's see. 784. It should be divisible by 4. Let's try with 4. 4 ones are 4. We have 38. How many times we 9 times is 36. We have 24. 6 times is 24. Again it is divisible by 4, right? 4, yeah. 4 4s are 16. 36 is 9 times again. So 7 7 7. So 7 and 4 are the pairs. So 4 into 7 is 28. So x is equal to 28, which is 28 km per hour is the right answer. Option D.
Go.
Okay, we have the next question. A boat can cover 42 kilometers upstream in We have the next question here. A boat can cover 42 km upstream in 63 minutes. If the speed of the current is 3/7 of the boat in still water, then how much distance in kilometer can the boat cover downstream in 42 minutes? See, what we have here is the boat can cover 42 kilometers upstream in 63 minutes, right? In 63 minutes is the time. In 63 minutes, it can cover 42 kilometer is the distance upstream. So speed is upstream is x minus y. Okay, and if the speed of the current is 3/7, speed of the current is y, right? Y is 3/7 of speed of the boat in still water, which is x. This means y by x is equal to 3/7. What else we have? Now the question is how much distance can the boat cover downstream? So we need to find the distance covered in downstream in 42 minutes. So 42 minutes, I write as 42/60. So this is the question. Let's see how to solve this. Now we need to find D. So here we have y by x is equal to 3/7, which means 3x is equal to 7y, or 3x minus 7y is equal to 0. This is one expression we have here, and here what we have, let's simplify this. 21/20. 21/20 we have 21/20. So 21x, this side simplify here. 21x minus 21y is equal to 42 into 2 is 840. I have two equations here. Let's simplify this. Okay, so let me write that equation here so that it will be easy for us to work on. 3x minus 7y is equal to 0. So in order to make one of those variables cancel, let's multiply the second equation of this one with 3, so that we get, instead of 3 we get 9x here, and instead of 7 we get 21, and 3 into 0 is 0 anyways. So here this minus this we get cancelled, because this minus will become plus, right? So this is cancelled, and 21 minus 9 is 12, 12x is equal to 840, which means x is equal to how many times? 70 times. So x is equal to 70. What do we need to find? Then how much distance can the boat cover downstream in 42 minutes? Okay, let's see. If x is equal to 70, then y is 30. If x is 70, then y is 30. Substitute here. X is 70 and y is 30, so 100. So this means d by 100 is equal to 42 by 60, which is, let's simplify this also. How many times? 7 times by 6 and 10 times. 7 by 10, that means 0 0 I can cancel here. D is equal to 70 kilometers. This is the right answer. Okay, we have an interesting question here. A boat takes 26 hours for traveling downstream from point A to B and coming back to point C midway between A and B. It's not come back completely, nor just not completely gone one side. It took 26 hours to go from one point to see, these are the 2 points A and B, and it took 26 hours to go here and come back to the midpoint. It took 26 hours total, and the velocity of the stream is 8 kilometers per hour. Velocity of the stream is y is 8 kilometers per hour and the speed of the boat in still water is 20 kilometers. So x is equal to 20 kilometers per hour. Now we need to find the distance between A and B. Let's suppose this distance is D. Then this will be D by 2. Correct? Now boat has travelled entire distance D downstream, but only half the distance upstream. How much time did it take? 26 hours. So the time is equal to distance by speed. So the time 26 hours is equal to the distance travelled downstream is D divided by the speed downstream should be x plus y, and this is the time travelled downstream, and upstream the distance travelled is d by 2 divided by upstream speed is x minus y. So let's solve this. We do not know what is d, but we know x and y. So 28, x plus y is 28 plus d by 2 divided by x minus y is 12, right? 20 minus 8 is 12. So I could directly multiply this and write 24. It's okay. Can I do that? This d by 2, I will take it downward and make it 24. So now 24d plus 28d. How much? 24 plus 28 is 52. 52d divided by, I have 28 into 24, which is equal to 26. So 26 ones are 26 twos are. Or I could have cancelled that 2 also anyways. Okay. Now implies 2d is equal to, or I'll take this 2 to the denominator and I'll take this to the numerator, or let's 2 ones are 2 14s. So D is equal to 15 into 24, which is 336 kilometer, and option C is the right answer. Okay, we have a question here. Speed of a man in still water is 16 km per hour and the river is running at 6 km per hour. The total time taken to go to a place and come back is 8 hours. Find the distance travelled by the man. Speed of a man in still water is x. So x is equal to 16 kilometers, 16 km per hour. And the river is running at 6 kilometers. So y is equal to 6 kilometers per hour. Now the total time taken to go to a place and come back is 8 hours. So time is equal to distance by speed. So we have time. The time 8 is equal to, let's assume the distance is d. So d, he goes downstream. Downstream is x plus y plus the time taken to come upstream is x minus y, d by x minus y. This is equal to 8, which means d divided by x plus y. 16 plus 6 is 22 plus d divided by x minus y is 10, which means 10d plus 22d is 32d divided by 220. Okay, so from here you can simplify here only. Let's do it together. So I'll take 220 to the numerator and 32 to the denominator. So d is equal to 8 into 220 divided by 32. 8 ones are 8 fours are 4. Correct, no? So this is 110 by 2 is equal to 55. 55 kilometers is d. Now what is the, find the distance travelled by the man. The distance travelled is 1d downside and downstream and another d upstream. So 2 times d. So distance travelled by man, distance travelled by man is equal to 2 times d, which is equal to 110 kilometers, and option B is correct. The next question is, a boat took 3.5 hours less to travel a distance downstream than to travel the same distance upstream. The speed of the boat in still water is 15 km per hour and speed of the stream is 7 km per hour. In total, how much distance is travelled by the boat? See, we have speed of the boat in still water, which is x, is equal to 15 km per hour, and speed of the stream which is y, is equal to 7 km per hour. And what else is given? It took 3.5 hours less time to travel distance downstream than to travel the same distance upstream. That means the difference between the time taken to travel downstream and the time taken to travel upstream is 3.5. So 3.5, let me write 3.5 as 7 by 2. This is the time. Time is equal to d by s. So what is the distance? Let's see what is the distance. This is the distance travelled upstream, downstream, let's say. Or we have the difference, right? Difference, obviously upstream takes more time than downstream. So let's take upstream minus downstream. So upstream is x minus y minus distance d by downstream, which is x plus y. Now this is equal to d divided by x minus y is 8 minus x plus y is 22, which is equal to 22 minus 8 is 14d divided by 8 into 22. Let's simplify this. Let's keep that d there and move everything to the left hand side. So d will remain on the right hand side and the rest everything is here. It will be 7 by 2 as is, and this 8 and 22 will go to the numerator and that 14 will come to the denominator. 7 ones are 7 twos are. So 2 ones are 2 fours are 2 ones are 2 twos. So d is equal to 44 kilometers. So d is equal to 44 kilometers. We have this as the right answer. However, I still think if it's total time required, then we'll have to take 2 times d. Probably if the examiner is looking for the total distance traveled, it is 22 kilometers. 1d is 44 kilometers downstream and 44 kilometers upstream. Then it may be 2 times d, which can be 88 kilometers also. So in this question, since we don't have that option, let's go with 44. Okay, we have a question from SSC 2020. A boat can go 3 km upstream and 5 km downstream in 55 minutes. You can also go 4 km upstream and 9 km downstream in 1 hour 25 minutes. In how much time will it go 43.2 km downstream? Okay. So here what is given is in 55 minutes. In that time 55 minutes, I write 55 minutes as 55 by 60 hours. In that time it can go 3 km is the distance and the speed is upstream. So x minus y and 5 kilometers downstream. Okay, let's just write upstream and downstream directly. Upstream and downstream, and it can also go 4 km upstream. In the second equation it is 1 hour 25 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes. How can I write 1 hour 25 minutes? 25 minutes I can write it as 25 by 60, right? So 5 5 is a 5 12 is a, so 12 plus 5 17 by 12, correct? Okay, write 17 by 12. Similarly, this also I can simplify as, okay, we'll see, we'll look at that later. Okay, now 17 by 12 is 1 hour 25 minutes. That is equal to 4 kilometers upstream plus 9 kilometers downstream. Okay. Now, if we get the value of downstream speed, then I can directly get the answer about the time. We have two equations. This, if we simplify, 5 9 5 ones are 5 ones are 5 12 11 by 12. 11 by 12 is equal to this. So 3d plus 5u is equal to u into d into 11, right? 11 ud Here I have to multiply this with 12. Okay, and here if I multiply this, 36d plus 60u is equal to 11ud, and from the second equation here I get 17ud is equal to 17ud is equal to 4 plus 4d, 12 into 4. I will write directly. 4d gets multiplied with 12, 48d, and 9u gets multiplied with 12. So how much is 2u? Correct? Sorry. Okay, now let's simplify these two equations. Now by simplifying these two equations, we need downstream time, right? So see, this is getting complicated. Let's do this. Let us get rid of this upstream because we only need downstream speed, right? So from this question, let us get rid of the upstream. How do we do that? Let me write this. 11 by 12 is equal to 3 by u plus 5 by d, and here 17 by 12 is equal to 4 by u plus 9 by d. So let's multiply this with 4 and this with 3 so that this term gets cancelled. So what happens if I multiply this with 4, this equation with 4 and this with 3? So I get 44 by 12 is equal to 12 by u plus 20 by t. Similarly here I get 17 into 3, 51 by 12 is equal to 12 divided by u plus 27 divided by t. So if I minus 1 from the other, I get the left hand side, I get 44. Already minus, if this is 1 and this is 2, 2 minus 1, that's it. So 51 minus 44 is 7. 7 by 12 on the left hand side. On the right hand side, this anyways gets cancelled. Here 27 minus 20 is 7 divided by d. So this 7 gets cancelled. I get d is equal to 12. Now if I have 12 as d, now what we need to find? How much time does it take to travel 43 kilometers or 43.2 kilometers in downstream? So how much time does it take? We have d as 12, right? So the time is equal to distance by speed. What is the distance we need to travel? 43.2 divided by speed is downward speed is 12. So how many times? 12 3s are 36, 12 3s are 36, and I have another 36, 72. Okay, 0.72 is 6. 3.6 I have an option. So 3.6 hours is the time required to travel 43.2 kilometers downstream. We have an SSC 2020 question. The time taken by a boat to travel 13 kilometers downstream is the same as the time taken by it to travel 7 kilometers upstream. That means what he is saying is the time taken by it to travel, time is equal to distance by speed. Speed is downstream, speed is x plus y. This is equal to it's as same as the time taken by it to travel 7 kilometers upstream. Upstream is x minus y. Okay. Now if the speed of the stream is 3 km per hour, that means y is equal to 3 km per hour. Then how much time in hours will it take to travel a distance of 44.8 kilometers? So let's solve this. This gives 13x minus 13y is equal to 7x plus 7y. Okay, so 13x minus 13y is equal to 7x plus 7y. That means 13 minus 7 is 8x is equal to, let me take this on the right hand side, so we get 20y. So we have y as 3 km per hour. That means this is equal to 620 into 3 is 20 into 3 is equal to 60. So x is equal to 60 by 8. 60 by I'm sorry, this is 13 minus 7 is 6x. So it should be 6 is equal to 10 kilometer per hour. Now what is the question? How much time will it take to travel a distance of 44.8 kilometers in still water? So we need to know the time. Time is equal to distance by speed. Distance they are given as 44.8 and the speed in still water is just x. So x is 10. So we have the time is equal to 4.48. But this 4.48 can be written as 4 hours plus 0.48 hours, which is 0.48 of an hour is how much? 0.48 of an hour is, let me divide it by 60. 0.48 into 60, let me do it, or it's 48 by 100. Okay, so now 5 2s are 2 5s are 24. So 24 into 6, 24 into 6 is Okay, we don't have to convert that way. 0.48 of an hour is how much? If it is 0.5, we can know it's 30 minutes. So 0.48 is, let me divide it with the, divide this with, okay, let's just do this. Divide by 100, let's do. Okay, 0.48 I can write as 48 by 100. Let's see, this becomes 24 by 50 or 12 by 25. Okay, we have that option. We have 4, 12 by 25 as the option. So option C, 4, 12 by 25 is the